Okay, hello. I fucked up. I done fucked up. Alright. This is kind of like a holiday diet update video. So, for the last week or so, I'd say, maybe the last 2 weeks. I mean, I've kind of been doing it irregularly, but I've been tracking, I don't have a scale here, but I've been tracking my waist measurements, and, when I started this holiday, I was at an 80 centimeter waist, and now it's gone up to 82 fucking centimeters. So a centimeter on your waist is going to look like about kind of roughly 2 pounds of fat. So yeah, over this holiday period from the beginning of January until right now, we're at the end of January, I've probably gained about 4 pounds, just of pure fat. When I'm back at work next Tuesday, I'm going to check the scale because I use the scale in the health room. But yeah. Fuck. Okay, so I was a little bit, to be honest, I was a bit embarrassed to make this video, but it's important to talk about. That's why I made the whole site, to sort of show my successes and failures and to kind of document the process. So it's important that I talk about it. More than that, it's important that I kind of take some lessons away and we learn something from it. So, what happened? What the fuck happened? So I think some of the mistakes that I made, I can narrow it down to a couple. Okay, so the first one is snacking throughout the day. This is an absolute killer. I think one of the reasons I was so successful during my 60-day challenge was I stuck to like regular meal times. I didn't snack throughout the day. Number one, when you snack throughout the day, it causes issues with insulin. But the bigger problem is that it's really hard to keep track of your macros. And I mean, I'm sure there were days here, it wasn't too bad in the Philippines, but in Japan it just got bad because there's all kinds of food here I love. There were days when I was probably eating, 3,500 plus calories a day, so it's not shocking that I would have put on some weight. So yeah, that was my first mistake, was snacking throughout the day, and just not sticking to regular meals. Okay. Second one I put down was, what did I put down? Oh yeah, irregular hours. So during the whole time that I was here in Japan, I kept some weird hours. Like, there were days where I would wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning. There were a lot of days where I'd wake up at 1 or 2 in the afternoon because I'd stayed out super duper late. There's something that happens to you when you don't keep regular hours. It really, I don't know the exact science behind it, but it definitely messes with your circadian rhythms, and in my experience, it kind of causes your appetite to kind of get a bit out of control. It's kind of hard to keep track of when your last meal was, and, meal timing's a mess, and so the heater, sorry. That was my second mistake, was the meal frequency thing. Third mistake I made was I didn't do much intermittent fasting. I only did, for my 24-hour fast, I only did 1 day of it. That was the day I took the video outside of the ramen shop and was talking about how I couldn't eat that day. I only did one of those days. And then, like, the morning, I would, I think, and again, this is the irregular hours thing. It was kind of like, I would wake up at, like, 1 in the afternoon. I would be like, when was my last meal again? I can't remember. And then I would, I wouldn't have that proper morning of intermittent fasting most days. So that definitely fucked me over. And then the last thing that did it for me, I think, was alcohol. Booze. I wrote a whole sort of post on how to drink socially and do it properly. I did not do it properly. Just the whole time I was here, it was a lot of like visiting and catching up with old friends, which was awesome. Like, it was great, but you know, there was a lot of drinking involved, and yeah, I didn't really show the moderation that I should have. I should have taken it easier on the drinking. I should have done all of the things I kind of laid out in that article, but I didn't. It got out of control. We all know that when you drink a lot, it kind of lowers your inhibitions. So yeah, booze was definitely a factor. Yeah. Okay, so those are my 4 takeaways from this vacation. Hopefully you learned something from that. I am back from holidays in a couple of days. I'll be back in Korea, and I'm going to be starting another 60-day challenge really, really soon. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys. Peace.